Okay, so they want us to factor this completely. How do we factor this one? Well, we've got to do multiply, add, multiply. So we got to do two parentheses. We have to put numbers in the front that multiply to be 6y squared. So that'd be 3y times 2y. Okay, now numbers in the back have to multiply to be 6. Don't worry about the pluses and minuses at first. We'll do that later. Too much to worry about at once. So what multiplies to be the 6? So we go front times front to be front. Okay, now what times what is 6? Well, 3 times 2 again, right? But the problem is it could be the other order. Do you know what I mean? It could be 3y, 2y, and instead of the 3 going with the 3 and the 2 going with the 2, they could be the 2 with the 3 and the 3 with the 2. How do you know which one is right? Well, let me give you two ways to know. The first and easy way is you're never going to have two numbers in the same parenthesis that have anything in common, let alone same number. So I'll just say not for sure not the same number, right? So in other words, what I'm saying is this one's for sure wrong. Why? Because they have 2 3s in the same parenthesis and they have 2 2s in the same parenthesis. You're never going to have that. You're never going to have like you can't have 3y and 6 in the same parenthesis because 3 goes into both of those. You can't have 6y and 9 because they're both divisible by 3. See what I mean? You're never going to have two numbers in the same parenthesis that have anything in common. You cannot have two numbers in the same parenthesis that have anything in common. That can't be. Why not? Because if there was anything in common, we would have taken that out on the first step. We would have looked and said, okay, what do all three of these have in common? And you take that out on the first step. So you can't have any commonness later. So we know for sure this is the wrong answer because they have 2 3s in common and 2 2s in common. For sure, not the same number in the same, not two of the same number in the, not the same number in the parentheses. Can't have that. So, okay, so that cannot be the case. So that one's wrong. And then here's the way we actually check as well. The other way I'm saying is you just check them. So you just say, okay, I'm going to come down here and check. Now, what do I mean by this? Is what you have to. Notice no pluses or minuses yet. I haven't put any sense. I'm just going to multiply first to both, second to both. Remember that, how that works? 6y squared, 9y, 4y, 6. No pluses or minuses. No plus or minuses yet. Now ask yourself, how can the middle two terms here somehow, with pluses or minuses or whatever, make the middle term? And the first step is automatic. The sign in the middle goes to the bigger number automatically. Like that, remember? Sign in the middle goes to the bigger number automatically. Now the other one, the smaller number, this one, you'll have to figure out his, and he can be plus or minus depending. Well, he's got to make plus 5y, so he's got to be minus 4, right? Plus 9 minus 4 is plus 5 in the middle. That making sense? Okay, and so that's working, right? And then the final step, finally, crisscross the signs. What do I mean crisscross the signs? I mean this sign goes right there, and this sign goes right there. They always crisscross. Why? Because it's just what's true. See how minus 2 multiplies 2y to be minus 4y? And this plus 3, follow his arrow. Plus 3 and 3y makes plus 9y. It's true. So there's our answer. Where's our answer? Right here. 3y, this right here is our answer. 3y minus 2 2y plus 3, like that. Notice how minus 2 times plus 3 does make minus 6, which is what we have, minus 6. So that's right. And there we go.